My name is Joe. These are just opinions. I am Joepinionated. Welcome to the 25 best songs from 1993. Check out the channel. Similar episodes all over the place. These episodes are for my kids. These are songs I want my kids to know. I do 25 songs, all from different albums from 1993. Spread the love a little bit. You know, some of these albums are elite and there's many songs. I also have a songs playlist, around 150 songs from 1993 on the channel at My Friend Joe on YouTube. Number 25 best songs from 1993. You're going with Run DMC, Down with the King. For me, the last great Run DMC track and album, good album as well. My cousin got it on a road trip. Listened to it a fair bit on our Walkmans in the car on the road trip. Got it at a gas station, I want to say in Spokane, something like that. And we went out to Saskatchewan, but through the States, Montana, North Dakota, that stuff. Run DMC, Down with the King. Awesome. Down with the King. Number 24, best songs from 1993. Going with Dream from the Wu-Tang Clan. That's producer RZA. You got Jizza, Method Man, Raekwon, Ghostface Killer, You God, Master Killer. Cream, one of my favorite Wu-Tang tracks, obviously. And this is from 36 Chambers. Great theme to the album. Number 23, I'm going with the Verve, and their song Slide Away. This is off of their 93 album, A Storm from Heaven. I like the Verve a lot. They've only got a couple, like 3 albums or 4 albums, just chock full of hits, such as Slide Away. Brit Rock, speaking of Radiohead, number 22, I'm going with Creep, and that's from 1993's best songs. I think it's still the best song on Pablo Honey, Radiohead's debut. I love Patrice O'Neal's breakdown of this song. Check it out online. Patrice O'Neal, legend of comedy, Patrice O'Neal. And I used to listen to him all the time on the Opie and Anthony show. His takedown on Creep is incredible from Radiohead. Probably my least favorite Radiohead album was Pablo Honey, personally. Still a incredible song and still an incredible album from a band that was just about to hit their prime. Number 21, going with Ice Cube, Down for Whatever. Ice Cube gets another song on the 25 best songs from a year there. I'm not too crazy about the album so much as I am about some of the tracks on the album. And Down for Whatever is a classic, and that's from the album Lethal Injection. Number 20, I'm going to the Flamin' Lips, She Don't Use Jelly. Flaming Lips, incredible songwriters. Really, so many of their albums come up in my top 25s on these years, just because they're solid albums start to finish more than anything. I got to see Wayne Coyne on David Letterman, actually. Flaming Lips played with Sean Lennon, and they did Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds for the Beatles week at Sullivan's Theater there that Dave Letterman occupied. Pretty incredible moment for me, and definitely made me a way bigger Flaming Lips fan all of a sudden. She Don't Use Jelly was a song I was aware of because of Ben Folds 5, actually. That was my introduction to this song and to this group. Great song. Check it out. If you don't know the Flaming Lips, She Don't Use Jelly, one of their biggest hits, I believe. Number 19 comes from the Crash Test Dummies, and I'm going with Afternoons and Coffee Shops. Afternoons. I can't do his voice, but I believe these guys are Canadian, I believe. This is recorded in Toronto, Canada. The album is God Shuffled His Feet, and Afternoons and Coffee Shop, one of the best songs on the album. You just got to pick the right time to listen to them because they're definitely quirky and unique. Number 18, I'm going with the Cranberries song Dreams. The Cranberries album is, first of all, great and certainly takes me back to a time and place, hearing this album and the following album. Dreams is a song that I remember first hearing or seeing anyways on Woodstock, to meet my buddy Tristan's Woodstock 94 VHS, and thinking it was a really cool song. And I liked the Cranberries, but they weren't cool to like with my dude buddies. I didn't bring it up too much around them. But I think we all kind of secretly like the Cranberries. So Dreams comes in at number 18. Number 17, going with the Tribe Called Quest, Electric Relaxation. Oh man, I just love Tribe Called Quest and Electric Relaxation from Midnight Marauders, which they hit another level on, in my opinion. And Fife on this album and this track is on point. On Fife point all the time. Tip. Yeah, great. I love this stuff. The beat is so good. Ali Shaheed Muhammad, the guy knows what's up. Tip, Fife. Yeah, I'm going with Electric Relaxation. And what a great song to chill, travel, anytime, all the time. Tribe. Number 16, I'm going with Nirvana's All Apologies from In Utero. Kind of a toss-up for me. For best song. My favorite from In Utero. This is, obviously an anthem and a very famous track, but I mean, this to me is on like John Lennon level, Imagine level. All Apologies and Heart Shaped Box, I think, are just both ridiculously important, incredible songs from Kurt Cobain. And number 16, I got All Apologies. All Apologies. Love the Live in New York album, like we all did. The last studio output from Nirvana before his tragic passing the following year. Nirvana, All Apologies. Number 15, I'm going with KRS-One, Sound of the Police, Sound of Da Police. That's from the return of the Boom Bap. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beat. KRS-One and some tracks from DJ Premier, my favorite DJ Premier. KRS-One, one of the greatest rappers of all time, with DJ Premier. And he's the MC. Who am I? The MC. He's bringing the art back to MCing. KRS-One is so awesome. Number 14 for the best song, 25 best songs, according to me, from 1993. I'm going with the Smashing Pumpkins Today. This is off Siamese Dream. I'm not the biggest Smashing Pumpkins fan. I want to admit right off the bat, but I do love a lot of the hits, but I'll get to that later. Smashing Pumpkins Today, Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan's guitar, rocking and great. And he is an underrated guitar player and frontman. Smashing Pumpkins Today at number 14. Next up, I'm going with Jellyfish, New Mistake, and they're from their album Spilt Milk from 1993. I think it's from Spilt Milk. There's a few great songs again from this album. The Ghost at number 1 is another cool track from the album, or Joining a Fan Club. I always like New Mistake, so I'm picking that one from Jellyfish's album from 1993, Spilt Milk. Number 12, I'm going with the Ghetto Boys, It Ain't, featuring Scarface. This one is mostly Scarface with regular Ghetto Boys members, Bushwick Bill, Willie D. Is it DJ Ready Red? I believe is the DJ. Oh no, sorry. This album has, I believe this is the album without Willie D. Like this one might have Big Mike on it. It looks like Big Mike on the cover. Yeah, this one has, I think it's Big Mike, Scarface, and Bushwick Bill on this album, Till Death Do Us Part. This is one of my favorite Scarface tracks of all time, and it's It Ain't. Scarface, just hard, so good. I've listened to this song so many friggin' times in the last few months when I was doing the re-listens on these albums a few months back. This one stayed in my playlist, and I've probably listened to it every day. Also, the backing track, I always thought should be, I never caught it before in the song, but it's Bill Withers' Lonely Town, Lonely Street, which on my Bill Withers episode on this channel ranks very high in my Bill Withers love. And I'm pretty sure that was like the second episode I ever made on this channel. So anyways, I always thought, man, why is nobody using this hook for the backing track? And they just straight up jack it for this song. And it's great. Love Scarface. It's gangster rap, as gangsta as it can possibly be, as hard as it can possibly be. Scarface definitely gets a lot of love. Ghetto Boys get love, but I don't think near enough, especially for this work, especially for the work they did with Ghetto Boys, Willie D, and Scarface, and Big Mike, and Bushwick. Number 11, we go with sort of opposite end of the spectrum, but this person, I believe, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by Big Boy from Outkast, going with Kate Bush's Rubber Band Girl. It's got that real like 80s big like crashing drums on it. It almost sounds a little bit like Alana Miles-ish in parts. Kate Bush, legend, and just always doing something different. Quite a prolific career when she's going. The Red Shoes, arguably one of her best albums. It's a visual art thing with Kate Bush. You got to see her doing it. Big part of it, the presentation. I played it for my wife, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna like this." I put it on her playlist, and she's like, "No, I don't like this." And then a couple weeks later, I saw it move to the top of the playlist. She's like, "Oh, I love this song." So Kate Bush, Rubber Band Girl. Give it a couple listens. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here for the somber occasion. It's a song about a microphone dying after being struck by the lyrical force of Big Daddy Kane. The song is called Rest in Peace from Big Daddy Kane. and from the album Looks Like a Job For. Man, this is such a good album. 1993 has some incredible rap albums. This Big Daddy Kane album, I picked Rest in Peace. I could have picked The Beef Is On. I could pick Here Comes Kane. I could pick How You Get a Record Deal. Looks Like a Job For. There's a lot of songs that are all on the playlist for the best songs from 1993 on this channel. I went with Rest in Peace. I think it's hilarious. This guy has got incredible flow, and the albums are great start to finish. I didn't realize this album was even a thing until about 4 or 5 months ago. It's been a thing around my house ever since. So Big Daddy Kane, Rest in Peace. A big influence on Jurassic 5, clearly. Number 9, I'm going with Aerosmith, and I'm going to pick the song Amazing. That's from Get a Grip. That's one of the 3 power ballads on this album. Crazy, Amazing, and what's the other one? Crying, Crazy, and Amazing. I'm picking Amazing. You know, I quite like this album. I know this album gets a lot of flack, and it was a big album at the time, and I wasn't really crazy about it at the time, but I did grow into a fan of this album years later. 2 or 3 episodes on Aerosmith on this channel. Check them out, where I ranked all my favorite Aerosmith tracks. See where Amazing is on that one. And the power ballad countdown of that is Aerosmith, one of the greatest bands in American history, rock bands. Number 8, another artist featured on this channel. This song might sound a little high to you to have this guy here on this list, but it's probably my favorite Weird Al Yankovic song, and it's Frank's 2000-inch TV. Just a personal thing. This is from Alapalooza. Frank's 2000-inch TV. Everybody come and see. I still to this day love this song. Something about the hooks. Weird Al has a lot of originals throughout his catalog, and this is one of them, and this is my favorite of his originals. The part Robert De Niro's mole has got to be 10 feet wide. Everybody come and see Frank's 2000-inch TV. Number 7, Tool, Sober. That's Adam Jones on guitar, Paul D'Amour on bass, Danny Carey on drums, Maynard, James Keenan on vocals. One of the best live shows I ever saw. Man, you have to see these guys live to believe it. You have to do it. They are so good. If you like music, you're not too sure about Tool, go watch them live. You cannot leave that without loving it. It is so much friggin' fun. Thoughtful lyrics. One of the best drummers in the world, one of the best rhythm sections in the world, one of the best frontmen in the world that's in the back. So yeah, the world's lucky to have Tool, and Tool Sober is here at number 7 on the best songs from 1993. Number 6 comes from Dennis Leary. I'm going with Asshole. There's often No Cure for Cancer album tape cassette that I listened to many, many times, way before I should have, and a VHS that I watched many times. Pretty much had the routine memorized and the song memorized, the monologue at the end. It's great to pull out if I needed an extra credit in a drama class or something like that. I like to sing a song about the American dream. Just a regular Joe with a regular job. I'm an average white suburbanite slob. I like football and porno and books about war. I got an average house with a nice hardwood floor. Asshole, I'm going with it. Number 6, best song from 1993. Love it. All right, number 5. You got to pick one song from this album, which is also difficult. Lots of hits on it. I'm going from Black Sunday. The band is Cypress Hill. I Ain't Going Out Like That. Song I picked from Black Sunday. We got Insane in the Brain, Cock the Hammer, Hits from the Bong. We got Be Real, Send Dog, DJ Muggs, Eric Bobo. Be Real featured later on, partnered up with Chuck D and Rage Against the Machine for the Prophets of Rage. I can picture all 3 of my bros from Chase River singing it. All right, number 4. I also got to have a song from this album from August and Everything After, from the Counting Crows. I'm going with Omaha. Incredible album, and the follow-up's really good as well. I believe this is their debut. Strong songwriting, beautiful soundscapes. Anna Begins, Perfect Blue Buildings, The Rain King, Round Here, Mr. Jones. But for me, Omaha was always the funnest one to sing. And this is like a sing-along album too, like Steve Miller's Greatest Hits or something like that. Everybody knows these songs. It's great. Just fun times. Summer tunes, August and Everything After from the Counting Crows. Somewhere in the middle America. My love for the Counting Crows ended a couple of years later, Woodstock 99, or that performance. I could not get into it. I just didn't. Don't watch that. If you're a fan of the Counting Crows, just don't watch that because it was not good. Number 3, Number 3 comes from Pearl Jam. The 1993 album is Versus, and I'm just going with the big one, Daughter. Once again, many songs to pick off of that album as well. Elderly Woman Behind a Counter, Dissident, Animal. Yeah, anyways, I had this one at a young age and played the socks off it, played it constantly. I think I got it for Christmas in 1993, or bought it with my Christmas money from 1993. Daughter, Pearl Jam, one of the wife's favorites for sure too. And, what a cool sounding song, Honestly, the only thing that reminds me of the sound in this song is the Tragically Hip, for what that's worth. Daughter, 1993, from Pearl Jam. Number 2 comes from a band called Odds. I thought they were called The Odds, but my friend pointed out they're actually called Odds, Odds. And they're a Canadian band. They're actually quite local, but made it big, and the song is Heterosexual Man from Odds. That's Patrick Stewart on drums, Paul Brennan on keyboards, Stephen Drake on guitars and vocals, and Doug Elliott on bass guitar and vocals. And this is I believe it's from the album Nest, recorded at Little Mountain Studios over in Vancouver, Little Mountain Sound Studios. And this is just a straightforward rocking good time song. The track is Heterosexual Man. And the best song of 1993, I'm going with Snoop Doggy Dogg, The Shiznit. Now at the time, he was Snoop Doggy Dogg. And he's been Snoop Dogg, I believe now. Snoop Lion at one time. Snoop a Loop. Snoop. D-O-double Jizzy. So The Shiznit comes in at number 1 for 1993. Best song in 1993 is The Shiznit. Snoop Dogg. S-N-O-O-P-D-O-double Jizzy. From Doggystyle. 1993. Snoop's breakout rap album. One of the best rap albums in history, and one of the coolest rappers in history, if not the coolest, Snoop Dogg, and his album Doggystyle, which is elite level, amazingly cool. Produced by Dr. Dre. There's a bit of Warren G on there. He's got the Dog Pound. The Shiznit. Hard to pick a track also from this album. You got Lottie Dottie, Murder Was the Case, G's and Hustlers, but I preferred the Shiznit. Great driving track. In my car back in high school, get the woofer going, get the subs going, and listen to Snoop Dogg, The Shiznit. One of the coolest flows on any track. I'm pretty sure this one was mostly improvised too. I think he came down and laid this one. This is freestyle, Snoop, doing The Shiznit. And respect to Snoop Dogg. I'm giving it to you. Number 1 song in 1993, Snoop Dogg, The Shiznit. Anyways, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know what your favorites were on these albums that I mentioned. Only 1 song per album in the top 25 here. Stay tuned. Top 25 albums from 1993 is the next episode. Check out the other ones I've done on other years. Movie episodes, band episodes. I've got a Snoop Dogg episode, Pearl Jam episodes. I'm sorry I'm a little low on facts and high on opinions. Catch you on the next one. We out.